What I absolutely love, writing moderation. Said no teacher ever. Do you think there's a single teacher in England, because remember they don't do this, writing moderation in any other country, that when they get told they're picked for moderation goes, oh yes, this is exactly what I need post-SATs. I just can't wait to spend the next couple of weeks digging through books trying to find a child who might have used a fronted adverbial on a random Thursday in March. And if not, we're going to desperately try and get the kids to write up all their missing bits independently. So back in the day, I was supportive of getting rid of the writing SATs. But like everything in education, rather than using common sense and making things straightforward and easy, we do the complete opposite with writing moderation. But you could also apply that to the ECT programme, Ofsted inspections, and to just prove how ridiculous and sort of pointless the whole writing moderation process is. Just look at the reaction of finding out whether you're being moderated. Oh, you've been picked for moderation. Oh, thoughts and prayers. What, we've not been picked? Oh, get in there. The time wasted in staff meetings, debating, arguing, proving, cheating. Did I just say cheating? No, never. No school ever does that. Oh, this piece of work is independent, yeah. I have had absolutely no input to this child's piece of writing here. What's that? All those post-it notes in my bin? I've got no idea what they're doing there. And it's the inconsistency of it as well, because, you know, with writing, it is so subjective. And what's considered greater depth, where I am here in Manchester, will be completely different wherever you are watching this video from. And some, not all, moderators will bring ulterior motives. Everyone will bring their own subjective view. And what's worse is they're all assessing it against the most ridiculous terminology introduced by Gove and his cronies, who literally sat in a room just making all this stuff up. Guys, anyone got a word for this? I'm thinking subjunctive. Does that sound about right? Does that sound good? Yeah. And this man has single-handedly ruined writing for a generation of kids who, rather than share their imagination, ideas, creativity, are forced to shove in modal verbs here and show shifts in formality there just to tick a box. Then you've got the laborious meeting where you're having to discuss and justify, and none of it really matters because Darth Moderator will have the final say. And look, I know most moderators are absolutely fine and are trying to do it in the most fair way possible. But I've heard some horror stories. There was one teacher who had used some of the Read, Write, Perform writing packs, said the best writing they've ever had for year 6. This moderator came in, slagged it all off, gave them the worst results possible. Guess what this moderator does? Sells her own writing resources. And then the school down the road, using these resources, got the best results in the county. And she's all over social media saying, look at the results you can get using my writing resources, even though she was the moderator. And this is genuinely where I think AI can help. I think you'd be able to create an AI model that every teacher in the country could upload examples of writing to from their students. And then the AI would be able to sort of assess it, not every aspect of it, but the majority of it, but then also compare it against every other piece of writing from across the country and give you a much more fair, consistent and time-saving way of moderating writing. But anyway, rant over. Good luck to all the schools picked, and for the rest of us who didn't get picked for moderation, congratulations on getting the best writing results you've ever had. Greater depth all round.